EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He's across midfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Jaguars. It's his second touchdown of the year. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Next to score, Jaguars 7, Lions nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Set to go now on first and 10. Now, faking the give. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Now for the point after. He gets it to go. And the Lions come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Brown now to return it. And And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Etienne. Finding room across midfield. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it once more with Etienne. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really two types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Etienne. And he's into the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one grabbed by Austin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, there to make the stop.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Jaguars' 46-yard line.
Second down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. That pickup good for 29 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. He is in. Jameer Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the first quarter. And at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Jaguars. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
The game is 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Second down and 3. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. They're going to work this down inside the 45. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Jaguars on top. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment.
Lions 14.
Back to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Austin brought in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
By Trayvon Walker. An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
It is 3rd and 10. Now they'll set up. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll run. It's ETN. And just a short pickup there to about the 44. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Stroud. Got an ad. It's that rookie 3rd-round pick. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, a give to ETN. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Stroud to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, but we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That is caught, finding Higgins. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Jaguars have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. With the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Dax Hill up from the secondary to end the play. They face 2nd down and 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend that lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
On the handoff, it's ETN. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Stroud. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This runs straight ahead for ETN. And he's in! Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 17 and 18 on the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Tyson Campbell there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
He'll drop to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. He'll look to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Daniel Whelan now as he's on to punt for the second time. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 84 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3. The Lions call their first timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. He gets free. And the Jaguars are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On the give, it's ETN. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First down, Jaguars.
So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Jaguars are out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Hi, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Back to the air once more on second down. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. They'll go for 2.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. ETN now on 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They'll go back to ETN on first down. Past midfield to the 45. And he's going to be taken down.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
On first down, it's Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A throw on the move is caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. This one's complete right side. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now ETN. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
3rd down. 3 to go. On play action. Stroud. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. In motion comes Thomas. They'll run it here with ETN. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. They'll go play action with Stroud. That's hauled in at the 2. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. This is caught for a touchdown. There is a penalty flag down. Let's see if this one holds up. Not going for two. They'll kick the point after. His kick is good. And the Jaguars will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Back over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Williams in motion. Quick throw here is complete. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw yet again. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Here's Gibbs. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. Looking for that crease inside, and that did not break the play. No doubt about it. They are going to mark him short. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find an opening, but too good in the middle from the defense. They stop this up, and now it is 4th down.
And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on 4th down, how do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on 3rd down? Disappointing result for them on that play.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Field goal not going to help much at this point. They've got to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs. They'll break the huddle. coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. Oh, boy, they got to be careful there. That was dangerously close to a safety and 2 points for the defense. They do get it at the 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Stroud. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. Down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The extra point, up and good. And the Jaguars stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. They've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll look to throw again. The ball's out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
I got to give credit, Mike, where credit is due. I mean, they have played a complete game in all facets of football. I mean, the scoreboard pretty much reflects what we've seen play out here over the last 4 quarters.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, here's ETN. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. No chance at all. He'll go down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Stroud. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he's into the end zone yet again. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point is up and through. And the Jaguars add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
It's with pick number 6. Brings up second and 4.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll throw here on third and short. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Detroit.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
To the air now on first and 10. Now pass deep for St. Brown. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here comes Etienne running to the left. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
On the quick, right?
They'll run it once more with Etienne. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Once again, it's Etienne. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Etienne. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
The middle, here's Etienne. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, and did not look back as they cruise in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the back. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, run it back.
Getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some cloud around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gate, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. Or sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive our gang straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had them shipping the benzine. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it, run it, run it, run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't with that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back.
time to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. They're hustling early, it's hardwired. Total bezel, frozen echo, black attire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Been getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Desperate Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque.